Muted.
Morning.
What's up, brother?
Hi there.
I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah, doing great as well. Just came back from the gym.
Nice. What'd you hit today?
Chest, triceps, and the shoulders.
Nice. Getting ready for the weekend. Big chest, big arms.
Yeah.
There you go.
Gonna lose the pound by the weekend.
Do you guys? It's not Memorial Day for you guys, is it?
Nope.
Okay. So we have I believe it's a bank holiday on Monday.
Oh, really?
Still got that plan. Let's see.
Yep. USD bank holiday, 31st.
Yeah, there you go. It's probably gonna be no volume tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but Monday.
Yep, probably.
Yeah.
And it's the GBP bank holiday as well. So
yes. Yeah. So there's gonna be very, very low volume.
Yep.
Look who it is. What's up, brother?
Hello.
Can you
hear us?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, man. I like the haircut.
Yeah, cheers.
How you been, man?
Yeah, not bad. I just thought I'd get back into it today rather
There
than
you
wait
go.
on Monday.
There you go. We gotta get you back up and rolling, right?
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Yeah, good to be honest. I don't know. Sort of glad I had the break because when I've come back, I feel like I'm looking at the charts better.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, I've heard so many athletes say that where you step away from the game for a little bit and then you could see the field better, you could see the court better, and they just appreciate the game so much more. So it's good area to be in. So all you got to do is just get back to work and you'll be good, right?
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'll book a Zoom in sometime as well.
What was that?
I'll have to book a Zoom in sometime.
Yes, please do. And we'll hop on as soon as you want to and get you back up to speed.
Definitely.
We got Patrick and we got Alan. What's up, boys?
Guys,
I sent you, Alan. I sent you a message last night to hop on the Zoom. What happened?
last night?
Yeah, it's all good though.
When you mean before I sent you the video or after?
After the video, I was saying we can break it down, like that whole trade down, or the two trades you took. We could break those down either on the live stream or what's up, Pat?
Let me check the time, but I think I was at work. Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's a little late. My bad.
Oh yeah, 9:24. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was at work.
It's all good.
Sorry about that.
Nah, don't be. We'll take care of it. But let's take a look at GJ over here. Not much going on as far as any kind of technicals. We're in this range up here, but obviously, as you can see, we had this consolidation over here. We had the high being created and then price coming back down to create previous support and then coming up to retest the previous high. Now we have the same thing kind of going on, just on a different scale. A little bit smaller as well, but we're in this range and I highly recommend not trading in this. Wait for price to break out of this. Don't try to scalp this. Don't try to, play around in here. It's just not worth it. This is where people blow their accounts. We actually attempted it yesterday. Just it's not even worth it. Wait for the break out of here. Wait for when price is heading right back up to 152 and kind of breaking out. This is the 4 hour over here. Gotta keep my thumb off the space bar. So maybe as price breaks above this area, but I'm not gonna be taking this. This is just a nasty range, nasty wicks over here. This is basically just a trap. Look at this as a trap. Do you have a high probability of winning a scalp in this area? It's probably close to 50 or below 50. So why take that? Wait for the 80 or 90% trades. And I know you want to be part of the action. I do too. It's a natural pull that you guys have and that we all have, but you know, you got to understand that you're going to make more money over a longer period of time by staying out of this and taking the smarter trades. You heard the guy the other day, our guest that I had the video we played. He said he takes a lot less trades now and makes a lot more money. And this is why he's not trading in this. He's waiting for this to break out, and then we take this out. I don't even know why I have these zones in here. I just have them for visual representation. But let's wait for price to break out of here and just take smart trades. So looking at the 1 hour over here, again, price just kind of consolidating in here. And it's even still like there is an opportunity once we break 154,400, but you got to see your perfect opportunity. You got to see your perfect setup, and you got to massively lower your risk if you're going to take that. But I'd much rather wait for a price to break 154,800 to take a smarter trade outside of this range. But we are, the one thing I do want to point out is that we are respecting bullish structure over here, right? We're just pushing up, creating new highs, coming down, consolidating a little bit, and retesting the high. Right over here, grabbing orders before we continue to head up. There's no reason to sell GJ, just like there's no reason to really sell gold, even though I got a nice 10 pip sell on gold last night. But it was my setup, right? If you guys take a look over here, this is very simple. So gold made our a massive move up yesterday during the New York session right over here, and then corrected the entire move. And not only that, it pushed below the previous support, right? So then let's see if this makes sense. I didn't have that yesterday, but again, price broke below this current bullish structure, right? Created a resistance over here, and this is what I was looking at. This is what I pointed out in the breakdown for you guys. Unfortunately, I was in the city, so I couldn't do a video breakdown, but we had this resistance right over here, and we had a fake out. Price is currently in the downtrend. So with this move right here, I saw the clean move to the left, but I was also looking at this area right here, which ended up being the last tap over here before we started heading down. So I was worried about taking any kind of buys right over here. I thought maybe we were coming down to retest, which we still could be doing right now, coming down to retest 1890 to then start heading up. Pretend all this stuff isn't in here. I was thinking that we were retesting 1890, forming support over here, kind of a higher low than over here, and then continuing bullish. But I wanted to wait for a retest here because of this price sensitivity area right over here to the left, even though we have the nice clean candle to the left. So what happened? Didn't get the retest. What we did was we got a fake out. I had this, if you guys take a look at my breakdown in the analysis section, I had this support printed as well. So what happened was price ended up closing right back into the range over here. And then I took this move right over here for this wick fill. It was actually 10 pips. Stop loss of actually I closed the entire thing at 10 pips. I took it right here.
Nice.
Yeah, the conservative stop loss. I had this right here, but as you guys could see, I would have been stopped at a break even anyway. But price, gradually came down after this candle printed bearish over here. That's when I started moving my stop loss down. I was inching it down, and then all of a sudden this candle ended up filling the wick and then flipping bullish, but I closed the full thing right here. I gotta break my charts down for and throw them on Instagram, the breakdowns. But that was the trade for last night. Just because of the technical analysis. Fundamentally, we're very bullish on gold. But what I was looking at was a perfect opportunity after a fake out, price coming below. I trade what I see, not what I think. So, you had this break over here, this weak bullish candle over here. and then a clean move to the left with a wick to fill. I thought we were at least going to fill this wick and maybe form support here and continue up. But what we got was the retest of support. That makes sense?
Yep.
Good shit. So over here, this is a mess. What you guys want to pay attention to is the we have prelim GDP today. We have unemployment claims, pending home sales, and we got some Japan data coming out as well. So we'll see how that is. But for gold, I would just wait on that economic data to come out. But right now, we're kind of just ranging in here. So it's probably going to be a slow morning based on the what GJ looks like. EJ is the same thing. EJ, we are breaking above the structure over here, but this would have been a nice buy from here right back up here. But EJ is doing the same thing GJ is doing, just kind of consolidating. It's a tough range to play in. We are respecting that that area that we pointed out that we could come down and retest. We actually, EJ did perfectly. And here, I'm going to keep pointing these candles out. This is a perfect thing to pay attention to. I've said that GJ and gold print these candles, and they end up filling the candle. I said that on GJ and gold. Now take a look at EJ. It's the same exact thing. Formed a nice support. These candle bodies are a lot weaker. And this candle body, very weak with a wick to fill. Most of the time this gets filled, probably like 80% of the time. So just take note of that and take a screenshot or something. But every time you see that, it gets filled. Doesn't matter if it's bearish. So EJ, I would wait for a break of 133,400 before you take any kind of buys. I was looking at this as we broke resistance here on the 30-minute for price to close above this area and continue up. But I'd rather, wait for a break out of this range. What a mess. I tell you, watch that game?
Yeah, I saw the highlights.
Yeah, they were playing like shit in the beginning.
Yeah, but
They were getting me nervous because I went into the game fully confident that they were going to win this game. And I don't get that feeling very often with my teams. But halfway through that game, I was getting nervous. They were down by 15. Just sluggish.
I saw it. But they made it up for it.
Yeah, very sluggish. And they
Euros had a great game.
Oh, yeah, he's a beast.
He's a beast. Love to see it, it's so satisfying.
Noah was texting me and he was saying, why does it always look like D Rose is going to cry in his press conferences like after? It's pretty true.
Yeah.
Resistance here. That's the 5-minute. Yeah, we got nothing going on. Take a look at some fundamentals. Not much going on right now.
Pretty slow.
Yeah. As far as the dollar is concerned, it's looking like we're retesting this bearish trend over here, as we said we would. Form support, retesting this area, and we're probably gonna continue heading down. Same thing with the Japanese yen, and money's coming out of these safe haven currencies and into the risk currencies. That's why you see GJ going up. EJ, it's no reason to be selling these pairs unless you see a perfect setup for a quick scalp. Other than that, it's kind of nasty. Hold on. Let's see. Looking at EJ over here. Not that I'm going to take it, but I want to see if there is a perfect support forming over here with a strong bullish candle. Maybe you can lower your risk, but I'd just be careful. We also have consumer spending for France and prelim GDP, CPI and GDP coming out as well. Let's take a look at what happened in the Asian session. So Lee, how do you feel?
I'm good. Just obviously had a lot going on lately, as you know.
How's everything going with the house?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for solicitors, so I haven't even started anything yet.
Wow.
It's slow because of COVID. Apparently, they're working from home.
So what are you doing with it? I know you bought the house.
Nothing really. Just plan to put a new kitchen in and then live in it. That's it.
Nice. Good for
Yeah.
you, man. Is your fiance excited?
Yeah, she keeps pestering us to bring the solicitors.
I bet.
But I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's a big step, buying a house.
Yeah, it's as soon as we can get it paid off, the better, really. So I'm working towards that.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's see, on Zoom we'll discuss some other plans.
What was that?
On Zoom we'll discuss some other plans of what we're
Yeah,
gonna do.
please.
So
Just book that as soon as you can, and we'll hop on.
mm,
And then Alan, whenever maybe tonight, if you want to hop on. What time Eastern Standard Time is best for you?
I think during the weekend is easier, yeah.
On the weekend?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Okay, we could do that.
Saturday or Sunday, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we could do the weekend then.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this news right over here is obviously big for GJ, EJ. You know, it's going to send both of them bullish as well. So that could be this move over here after that came out. But I think this is already priced in because they've been talking about this. But this is pretty interesting. And they have the Olympics this summer. This Cyprus. Yeah, and there's still worries about this AstraZeneca vaccine. So any hesitancy on vaccines is obviously going to send gold bullish. Let's see. New Zealand. Can you guys hear this air conditioner?
No, I can't.
You can?
No, I can't.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we don't have much going on. Oh, you know what? Let's take a look at some of our trades. Let's say took this one. We don't have Tiger on today. Okay, so strong push. Wait for it. I'm gonna wait for Matei to break this one down. But curious to see GJ hold the support right over here on the 15-minute, kind of consolidating in here. See if we hold support and continue bullish. Not trading this, but just analyzing, live back testing it. There he is. Matei, I was bringing up our your trade from last night. Was this last night or yesterday?
Oh, this was actually the NYSE Open yesterday.
Okay, cool. So what happened exactly with this? Can you break it down?
All right, so you can go to the left, the 15-minute. it will be a bit easier. Don't know where the 15 minute. Oh, yeah. So with the pre-NYSE volume, we dropped quite hard. You see this bullish breakout, and then just as new 4-hour candle started, it had almost no top week, and those two bearish candles started it. And the 15-minute candle then. The pre-NYSE open 15-minute candle actually created a fake out as it closed back in the range. This
Right over here.
Yeah, this one.
And you took that buy as we broke the high of this candle, right?
Yep, exactly.
But it was on the 5-minute.
Yeah, now you can put it on the 5-minute. Great.
Yeah, right over here. Form this bottom wick and then pass the high.
That's right. But I got a bit later entry, you know, 4 or 5 pips later because there's a lot of volume. And since I already had my winner for the day yesterday, I decided to go with my the thing that I was explaining yesterday, the trading class, because I was really expecting price to possibly come to the other side of the range because we had a lot of clean traffic. And I expected the 4-hour candle that this is just a bottom week and that we are about to flip. So the price pushed to 10 pips in profit quite quickly, and I moved my stop loss to break even at that point. And then it actually went to plus 18 pips. It was 18, almost 19, I think. And I said to myself, I'm going to try out this strategy that I'm testing right now. And I didn't secure my stop loss break even. So I was waiting for 20 pips because we had more clean traffic to the left side. And I was expecting price to come to the other side of the range. But unfortunately, it almost got to 20 pips, but not really tapped into it. So my stop was break even, and the price then reversed.
There's two ways that you can basically test this out. Is you can actually do it on your live account, or just keep track of this over the next month or two, where you're watching price. You know, if it does reach 20 pips, but you're still securing at 10, the way you normally do, and you're sticking to your rules. Just so that you get more data on your actual trading plan right now, and then just keep track of this. How often does it actually reach 20 pips on my trades? All right, now after a month or two of data, or maybe even a couple of weeks, now you know that, all right, maybe I could start doing this.
Yep.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe I should secure 50% as I used to. I mean, 10 pips, 20, 15 pips, and leave the rest running and trail my stop loss.
Yeah, whatever you're comfortable with. You know, risk management is very subjective. So, let's say we broke this previous resistance over here, but we're still holding support. So we can actually move this right over here. So let's see, the 15-minute candle closed with no bottom wick over here. I see us coming down to create a bottom wick on EJ, and then maybe flipping bullish or closing a very weak bearish candle. And then the next candle closing you know, like a strong bullish candle, but maybe a weaker. Let's see how this candle closes. Japanese currency index still ranging. Let's see what we got over here. Wow. This is entering a period of intense competition with China as the government. Wow, things are heating up with China and the U.S. Looks like they don't want to continue, negotiating or doing anything. They're, the period that has broadly described as engagement has come to an end. Chinese policies under Xi are in large part responsible for the shift in U.S. policy, citing military clashes on China's border with India. So it's pretty crazy that even, it doesn't matter where you line politically, but looks like the left has always been kind of denying the fact that COVID originated in a lab on purpose, which is a pretty serious question. But this is something that seems a little obvious to a lot of people that is kind of what happened. It's almost like biological warfare. But now, they're starting to say, I don't know if you guys saw, but Facebook yesterday came out saying that they're no longer banning any kind of posts that claim this, meaning that they probably think it's true as well. But, after a year and a half, we've been saying this for at least a year now. I remember in the beginning, I was skeptical of it, but I thought maybe, it got out by accident. They were kind of lying about it to protect the state. That's kind of how communist regimes run. Just like what happened with Chernobyl in the Soviet Union. They lied about everything just to protect the state and protect their reputation. This is what I kind of thought. Now, after a year, the fact that it was in an election year, stuff like that, leads me to believe that maybe this thing was released on purpose. I wouldn't be surprised. And now the Biden administration is saying the same exact thing. And that's why tensions are starting to grow as well. Candid talks and first call, primary news, virus origin probe. That's here. Here you go. For deeper U.S. Intelligence investigation into the origins of COVID-19, giving new life to the claims that the coronavirus escaped a Chinese lab. A year hunting for pandemics. It's a bad time we hold somebody responsible for this thing. This has killed millions of people already. $3.5 million deaths from this thing. 200,000 new cases today in India. Just Crazy, man. For we found our support right over here on GJ, starting to break out of this range over here. So 154, 430 seems like it holds resistance over here. So we'll see if price breaks that. You do have a clean move to the left, but again, you know, look at all this that you're entering right now. This previous order block to the left. Just want to be careful. Gold keeps breaking lower highs. Could we be retesting this area right here? Oops. There we go. So this could be a very key area right over here. We're going to hold support over here. Data comes out worse than expected for the US. Right here. They're expecting better GDP coming out, but and then also better unemployment claims. So if that comes out worse than expected, we're forming support here, retesting this area, and we're heading up. We have not had much action this week. What's going on with pounds? Damn, look at just marking off GU right now. Anybody trade GU? No. Just kind of marking this off. So we're getting a big move over here on GU. Same thing with GJ over here. Price is pushing up to this resistance. You know, respecting this, I have this kind of low the opacity. But we've been printing higher lows, higher highs, or actually not higher highs, but higher lows. Just gradually coming up in this consolidation, which tells me that there's bullish pressure to push this out. You just got a big move. What just happened? Bank of England. Okay. Bank of England's should transition out of furlough happen soon, smoothly. Okay, so this is big. So this should push GJ up to 155, either today or tomorrow. The fact that they're hinting at rate increases, that obviously strengthens the pound. And that's the number one fundamental coming out of any kind of currency is interest rates and then GDP. But you know, this will push. I'm waiting for honestly a support to form at some point for price to continue up. We just gotta wait for a setup. I'm very hesitant on trading here. Anybody have plans this weekend? Nothing? Yeah, get some work in, Matei?
Yeah, sure.
Good shit.
Backtesting. Need to test it out. A few things. You?
Same. We got a couple jobs with the clients, but other than that, we got Memorial Day, which is a pretty big weekend. It's like the kickoff of summer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
The weather isn't going to be too nice. So I don't know if we're going to do anything, but we shall see.
Do you like celebrate it or is just?
Yeah, it's like a barbecue kind of day. Kind of like it's a lot like 4th of July.
Oh, nice.
A lot of American flags, you know, celebrating any kind of soldiers and stuff like that. So we'll see. But weather is supposed to be shit.
It sucks here as well.
So you're going to see a downward push of the UK 100 over here, the FTSE. When you increase interest rates, stocks drop, but the currency strengthens, as you guys can see right over here. So you just want to keep an eye on that, or record that down just so that you have that. It's like buyers are getting exhausted over here. See if we get a support formed. James, what's up, man?
Hey, how are you?
How are you, man?
Hello.
Good, thank you. How are you all doing?
Doing great. We're honestly just waiting for unemployment to come out, as well as GDP, prelim GDP. We got some Japanese data coming out as well. But before you hop down, what's up, Giovanni?
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Oh, man.
How's applications coming?
Good, man. I'm still finishing up some for UF and Nova.
Nice.
Yeah, I just finished. I submitted one yesterday for Dade County, the hospitals next to Jackson.
Okay.
One by one now. So now I have to send my transcripts again, my personal statement, my resume, all that stuff.
You were applying to Columbia, right?
Yep.
Okay. And you already did?
Yeah, I sent my application through the past, but now I
Okay.
have they have another application from the school, individual application. So I have to submit that one still.
Got it. I low key hope you go there so we can meet
I'll
up in New York.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
How's everything?
What was that?
You saw gold, man. Gold has been moving.
Yeah, gold. I got sales on gold last night. This move right over here to fill this wick. But gold, gold has been moving nice. I got part of the upward move as well, but we are kind of consolidating in here. We're kind of just waiting for unemployment. Like when gold consolidates like that, and when we have economic data coming out towards the end of the week, like like this, gold normally kind of consolidates. We printed a new high, which is good. So now we need a support to form. Price is consolidating like it always does, and then we're gonna end up, continuing to push up. We are respecting this current. Why can't I breathe right now? We are on this channel, right? Since 1680, been pushing up, but now we're respecting this bullish structure right over here. So this is kind of a crucial area right over here, key area that we want price to tap or form support somewhere in here. Anywhere in here, we need price to form support. We need this resistance to break, and that way we'll know that price is gradually going to continue bullish to retest these highs. Very bullish on gold. And like I was saying before, very hard for me to sell gold unless you get a perfect structure and setup over here. Like last night, you had this right here. You got the fake out. Price came right back below the support over here. I broke this trade down before, but price just continue right back down. I'm going to break this down for Instagram later today. But very easy move right over here. Have you been trading, Giovanni?
No, I haven't.
Got it. Just haven't been able to?
Yeah, man. I've just been giving 110% on my applications now, man.
Yeah.
Because remember, it only happens once a year, and then I have to wait another year,
Yeah, it's the worst.
Yeah, man.
What are your odds, like, and also what's your one school that you really want to get into?
I want to get into UF.
Okay. I don't blame you. Stay down there.
Yeah, man. Once a gator, always a gator.
Yes, sir. Good shit, man. Excited for you.
Thank you, man.
A lot of big things going on in here. You got Lee just buying a house. He's on the phone right now. But that's pretty big as well. Got Gio in here. Gio, what's up, man? I don't know if you could talk. But yeah, consolidating markets today. All we're doing is waiting for unemployment and GDP to come out. Now, today we just had this massive move basically from over here up here. This is the 1 minute. But right over here, the reason why price pushed up so hard over here is because they're talking about increasing interest rates and easing out of unemployment or furlough. Should transition out of furlough happen smoothly, rate rise would be appropriate. So anytime that happens, the currency gains value whenever you increase interest rates. and then the stock market continues bearish. So we are very bullish, and I expect us to continue to be bullish, but we could consolidate in here for a little bit and push bearish for a second until we head up, unless they actually increase interest rates. I can't even breathe right now. What the hell is that? I think it's the AC. Oh, Gio, what's up, brother? Stay on the sideline this week on business travel. Got it. Making some sushi. Got to bring some over here. So ranging markets, I do expect, like I was saying before, GJ to tap 155 over here, especially after that news coming out. So it's a little bit difficult to trade in here. Before that came out, I was saying do not trade in any of this. It's just not worth it. Wait for price to break out of it, break out of resistance up here. By the time, because we're right in this order block to the left. So you want price to break above this area and continue up. Nice. So I think the main move is going to be gold today. Giovanni, you looking at anything?
Yeah, I'm looking at gold.
Nice.
I feel super rusty right now.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah, man, I haven't looked at charts in a while.
That's how I feel when I don't backtest or when I don't get a chance to. Coming to the charts, it sucks. You feel like, a baby.
And I miss waking up and talking to you guys, man. I was just there,
What was that?
But I miss waking up and talking to you
Oh,
guys.
I know. We miss you too, man. Glad you're on here, and hopefully you get those applications in, they get accepted, and get right back to work.
Man, if I get accepted, bro, I don't know what I'll do.
You got a party.
Hell yeah. I'll probably cry.
I wouldn't blame you. Wait, did your brother already go to school?
No, we're actually applying to the same schools.
That's awesome. If you guys both get in.
And that'll be a blessing, bro.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, man.
I want to start working already, bro.
What was that?
And I want to start working already as a dentist.
Oh, I know. See, GJ's just pushing up. I didn't want to take anything on the 1 minute over here. But that is pretty big news coming out. I'm hoping that we get a break of resistance up here. And we get like a retest during, maybe we consolidate. We probably will consolidate for about an hour until that news comes out. And then we could break out of resistance if we get negative numbers, retest this area, trade the reaction to the news, and take this right back up. They're expecting good numbers coming out for unemployment and GDP, but, I wouldn't be surprised if they're worse. Based on the jobs data that's been coming out and all that stuff. We got James here.
Yeah, I need to head off now. I need to get sort of work and everything.
All right, man. Having you back on.
Yeah, it was good to be back, to be honest.
Getting you back in the swing of things. So let's go schedule that Zoom and we'll hop on ASAP.
Yeah, well, I've just had a look there, but I'm not too sure what's going to be happening over the next few weeks, so I don't want to book anything in and not be sure that I can make it.
Okay. Yeah, man. Sounds good.
Next week I'll book one in for the week after, probably.
Looking forward to it.
All right, thanks a lot. I'll catch you later.
See you later.
See you.
Giovanni, I've been doing It's just like catch-up Zooms with people, making sure you guys are good and, just kind of shooting the shit, looking over some trades. So if you want to hop on a Zoom, just let me know. We'll, I know you've been busy, but just let me know.
Okay.
It'll probably help you to get back in the swing of things too. So, one thing I've really realized with this mentorship is, everyone's got their own thing going on, like everyone's got different things. Some people are in school, some people are working. A lot of people are going back to the office, so we haven't had as many people on the live. So just everyone's got a different story and different things that they're doing, trying to manage. But we're all trying to accomplish the same goal. So it's cool. It's a cool dynamic. $54,800. So what I'm looking for on GJ is a break of this resistance over here. And I want to be able to take this right back up to 155. I want a support formed at 154,800. And then we got about 20 pips to get to 155. Yeah, I need some like Afrin or something. Can't smell shit. All right. Giovanni, Alex starts his new job next week.
Yeah. Damn,
Yeah.
that's good.
He's going to be able to have more time to trade, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
We got nothing going on. Was he scheduled to talk? When markets have been a little slow, I've been
Looks like gold is just gonna melt now.
think so. We're still respecting bullish structure though. It's very hard for me to sell gold. The only reason I sold this right over here is because it was a perfect technical setup, Price in a downtrend for the day. We create this low, comes up, creates resistance, breaks support, fakes out, and continues
What time
down.
frame did you draw that big that trend line?
This one?
The bottom one.
This one?
Yeah. What time frame?
So this is, could be the hour. Right over here. So I don't want to sell gold unless we break below 1889, 649. What could be happening right now is it's either pricing in the good data coming out of the US or it's grabbing liquidity, expecting bad numbers to come out to then head right back up, getting in at a better price. All these central banks and everything, they're kind of just pushing price down to then continue right back up. Like I said, it's hard for me to sell gold over here. This is a very critical zone over here, though. 1890. This resistance. So once we break that area, I would probably take a sell. This video came up on suggestions for me. I'll play it for you guys. Whenever the market's been ranging like this, I've been playing a couple like institutional
And on
traders.
the 4 hour, it made a high.
The 4 hour?
On the 4 hour, it made a higher low already. So, so it's probably just
right over here.
consolidating. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I just don't want to take anything until that data comes out.
You're right.
And I don't want to take any sales until we break this area right over here. till we break structure. Because right now there's fundamentally and technically there's no reason to really sell goals on the higher time frames. You want to wait for supports to form and then price to head right back up, but we are printing higher lows or lower highs, as you were saying. Let's see.
Hey, you know who I met this weekend?
Who?
Daniel Savage.
Did he really?
Yeah.
How was that?
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you meet him?
At a bar.
Nice. Yeah, he's always been a funny dude.
Badass Lambo, bro.
You got in this Lambo?
No, but I saw it.
Oh, okay. Good shit.
He's cool, bro.
Did you see what's his face rip him, that video?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh man, it's bad.
It's on Instagram.
It's on YouTube. Yeah, it's a rough one. See this 30-minute candle, Giovanni, closed with no bottom wick. And this candle's rejecting right now, so we'll see what we get. Looks like we're retesting the support over here, tapping for the third time. Yeah, we're just kind of consolidating. But yeah, let me the past couple of days, Giovanni, this week has been kind of slow moving, but we've been listening to some of these institutional traders, very smart people. Trevor Neal, Ross Michael, this is a very good video. You might want to check these videos out and just watch them on your own. But I wanted to bring this one up. I found this yesterday for you guys. It's one of those like visually nice to watch kind of videos where it's like all like animated.
A large part of successful trading comes from mastering your mind and your thoughts.
But a lot of his
Let's talk
points
about the
make
three
sense.
most common psychological mistakes traders make, and we also have some suggestions for you if you are struggling with any of these. So let's go ahead and get into it. Psychological trading mistake number 1, FOMO trading. FOMO is an acronym for fear of missing.
Can you guys hear this?
Yeah,
Should I raise the volume or lower it?
I can hear it.
Okay.
Out. Let me paint the picture for you. The FOMO trader is typically very optimistic about each and every trade because this trade could be the one, right? Something about this trade looks so much better than all the others, so it has to be the one. If I miss this trade, there may not be an opportunity like this one for a while. We can all agree how silly that sounds. Of course, there's going to be more opportunity around the corner. But although it sounds silly and obvious, the reality is that this type of thinking affects so many traders, mainly because they don't even realize it's affecting them. And it's a huge problem because it can cause you to do two things. Number one, it can cause you to take every trade you see, even if it's not that good of a trade setup. Number two, and this one is even worse, it can cause you to increase your position size on a particular trade because if this trade does end up being all that it's cracked up to be, why would you only want to make a few hundred or a few $1,000 on it? Screw that, that's chump change. Let's swing for the fence. But what happens when this trade turns out to be nothing special? And despite how much it seems like there's no way you can lose money on it, it turns into a losing trade. And now you have tons of your capital invested and are sitting on a huge loss that will be almost impossible to come back to. You can see how this can be a huge problem. If you've ever struggled with this, let me hit you with some wisdom from Charlie Munger, who is Warren Buffett's business partner.
That's a great point.
At the Berkshire Hathaway Investor Conference, Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger were talking about how they missed Google and Amazon because for some reason they had a blind spot and they didn't see the opportunity. In fact, Charlie Munger specifically said, "We will keep missing them, but our secret is that we don't miss them all." So just think about that for a second. If the best and richest investors in the world aren't worried about catching every single investment, then why should you be? You just have to understand that missing trades is a part of the game and it will happen. So if this fear of missing out is something you struggle with, here's our solution for you. Stay out of chat rooms and trade alone for a week or so. And if you follow other traders on social media, stay off of that as well. Basically, seclude yourself and trade alone for a bit. The reason I say this is because often in chat rooms or on social media, we see others making money, and by nature, this instills a fear of missing out in the future. Now, keep in mind, we aren't saying
That's
chat
if you
rooms
can't
and
control
social media
yourself.
are bad by any means. We actually run a chat room ourselves that is nothing short of incredible, and we highly encourage you to check it out as it's a great tool for your trading. But even we realize that some traders might need to break away and trade alone for a couple weeks if they are experiencing FOMO. Now, during this period where you are trading alone, if you feel like you can't find trades or generate trade ideas without chat rooms or social media, then you likely need to stop what you're doing and become more educated on the strategy that you are trading so you know the process to find trades, when to enter and exit them, etc. Because you need to have an exact plan. Your trading strategy should not rely on the trade ideas of other people. Trade ideas of others should be a tool, but not a crutch. Psychological trading mistake number 2, revenge trading. These are the types of traders who can blow up their entire trading account and lose everything in just a day or a week. After taking a trading loss, revenge traders will throw everything they know about proper position sizing out the window and will trade like a madman just to make back that loss. Now, this may work once or twice and you'll come out unscathed, but if you keep this up, you'll get crushed bad and it's going to hurt. The market doesn't care about you or your money, and you're going to be the one 100% responsible for it if your revenge trading causes you to lose everything in your trading account. So please just be honest with yourself, and if this is something you struggle with at all, just get a grip on it before it really ends up hurting you. And the solution for this one is actually fairly simple. Here's our advice to anyone who struggles with this. First, if you're having this problem where losses are upsetting you enough to get you to this point of seeking revenge on the market, you're likely trading way too big of positions in the first place. So knock that position size down, trade smaller size. This should allow you to not get so upset about losses, and you'll be able to start making decisions based off of logic rather than emotion. With any trading strategy, you're going to have losing trades every now and then, but the key is making sure your winners outweigh your losers. As Drake once said, you win some, you lose some, as long as the outcome is income. And if your position sizing is out of check and you're trading out of anger or revenge, then the outcome will definitely not be income. Now, if you're still having issues with this and you know that your position sizing is in check, then maybe it's your mindset or your expectations of trading that is the problem. You need to make sure you're committing and focusing on the long term. Try to look at the bigger picture and think about how the long-term success is much more important than trying to make back that loss right now, this very second. Revenge trading can also be a result of expecting yourself to make money every single day. And anytime you are negative on the day, you'll do everything in your power to turn that around and be up money on the day. Well, this is just not a realistic expectation you should have. You should be focused on being positive on the year, quarter, month, or at the very least, week. But being positive every single day is just not reasonable as markets fluctuate each day and you can't control that. Psychological trading mistake number 3, gambler's fallacy. Now, this might not necessarily be a psychological mistake, but rather just a very common misunderstanding of some basic probabilities. And then it will cause you to make very poor trading decisions, and in some cases, this one can also compound and cause very big losses. Now, this actually spans far past just the trading world, and as you can probably guess by the name, it's most commonly associated with gamblers. We certainly don't want to treat our trading as gambling, so let me show you how to avoid this common mistake that so many traders make. A quick Google search will show you the definition of gambler's fallacy, but let me put this in layman's terms that anyone can understand.
It's a great point right
We all
here.
know that a coin flip is a 50-50 bet. So if you flip a coin 10 times, the expected outcome would be 5 heads and 5 tails. But although it's expected that the same number of heads and tails will show up, we know that the actual number can deviate in either direction. But let me ask you a question. Let's say we plan on flipping a coin 10 times, and the first 5 coin flips all land on heads. What is the 6th coin flip more likely to land on, heads or tails? If you said tails, then you, my friend, have fallen victim to gambler's fallacy. Let me explain. The expected outcome of 10 coin flips is, of course, 5 heads and 5 tails. We just covered that. But rolling 5 heads in a row does not change the probability of the next coin flip. The probability of the next coin flip is completely independent from the past results. So what is the 6th coin flip likely to land on after 5 heads in a row? The answer is that one is not more likely than the other. It's still a 50-50 bet. Gambler's fallacy refers to the thinking that a series of events will somehow affect the outcome of the next event, as if there was some sort of balancing force at work. And in this example, the coin somehow knew that it just landed on 5 heads in a row, so now it should land on tails. And this gambler's fallacy actually applies to many other parts of life as well. A few examples are someone who flies a lot, thinking they are somehow working their way towards a crash, even though each flight is independent of the last. People at the casino who see that the roulette wheel just landed on red 10 times in a row, so now they start putting their money on black, even though the previous spins have no bearing on what the next spin will be. And finally, it also applies to trading, and so many traders fall into the clutches of this fallacy. If you have 5 losing trades in a row, this does not mean that the next trade will be a winning trade just because you feel like the losing streak has to end soon. Many traders tend to increase their position size after a losing streak because they feel their luck has to turn around soon. But the reality is you're just increasing your risk on a trade that has the same probability of success of all the ones you just lost money on. The market does not know or care if your last few trades were losers or winners. Now, the solution to this one is easy. It's just as simple as understanding it, as you do now, and then exercising awareness. Now that you understand what gambler's fallacy is, you should be aware of it and just make sure you aren't affected by this type of thinking. Try and treat each trade independently from any past trades you've made. If you have a streak of losers, that does not mean the next trade will be a winner. And on the flip side, if you have a streak of winners, that doesn't mean the next trade is more likely to be a loser. Trading is a numbers game, and you have to eliminate these psychological mistakes and focus on trading the numbers. Once you can do that, you'll take your trading to the next level. The stock market is not a place for weak, emotional people. Make sure your own worst enemy doesn't live between your ears. So, all right, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to click the like and subscribe button below. And also be sure to check out our 3 free video series. These videos will help your trading tremendously, and they are completely free. All you have to do is go to our website and input your email, and we will send you the 3 free videos. So I will see you there.
Makes sense, right? That gambler's fallacy thing is definitely key. A lot of people have that where it's like, oh my God, I lost like 5 different trades. The next one's got to be a winner, or the next one, like, you know, I just keep losing all these trades. I'm gonna lose the next one. You know, they're all independent. It doesn't matter if you lost or won 5 previous trades. The next trade is gonna be different. That's why every single trade is independent. Tiger, what's up, buddy?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. I wanted to wait for you to break down your trade over here. There we go. 20 pips on gold. Good shit, buddy. Great detail, too. Am I going to be able to? Yeah. So we broke this consolidation over here. You took it as we broke the high of that previous wick. This is the 5-minute. Tight stop loss. Okay. This is the 1-minute. So you took it based off this candle right over here, or as this candle was passing it?
As I was breaking the high.
Okay, cool. So we got that. Tiger, when you put these in, how do you throw the attachments in?
It's from the trading view. I just press like the copy button and then I just paste it into the attachment.
So like if I took a picture of this, are you taking the link right here?
I'm just pressing that copy button right there.
Oh, okay. So try doing this next time. Save image. It opens a new tab right here. Copy image, and then just paste it into the right here. I'll delete it right now, but see how I did that?
Yeah.
So it just makes it easier for you. Just so you don't have to always click on these. You could just go to this and then see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
But good shit, man. Great trade. So you secured 20 pips. You closed the full thing?
I closed 50%, and then I think I left a runner going, but then I ended up getting stopped out.
Nice. Good trip, buddy. How you doing this week?
It's pretty good this week. I've just kind of been very like conservative.
True. Yeah, it's been a tight week. I mean, if you guys take a look, GJ hasn't been doing much until that news came out this morning saying that they may be increasing interest rates and getting rid of some of the furlough. So GJ has been in this range, and you just don't want to trade in this. In a higher time frame range, just wait for it to break out. Trade your secondary pair, or just stay out of the market completely. You know. So looks like gold over here is breaking below previous support over here. But this is a very key area right over here. And anybody that just came in, we're waiting for unemployment to come out and GDP. Two big movers. Giovanni, what's it called? You been watching the playoffs?
What was that?
You've been watching the playoffs?
Yeah, man. The Heat are fucking up.
Yeah, what are they going back to Miami now, right?
Yeah, we're 0-2 now.
You gonna go catch a game?
No. Tickets are too expensive now.
Yeah, you got all those applications to spend your money on.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, we scraped by last night. That was a nervous game we had.
The Lakers game was nice, bro.
Yeah, Lakers Suns.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, the New York Knicks won yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. The Jazz won.
Yeah, Jazz beat Memphis.
Yeah, this guy, what's his name? Mitchell came back.
Donovan Mitchell, yeah, he's a beast.
How many points did he make? 25 points. Damn.
I'm hoping the Knicks in free agency or, in the trade market get either Kawhi next year, which would fit really well. Donovan Mitchell, he's been expressing some, displeasement with Utah, or also maybe Luka. I don't think that's going to happen, but it could.
Curry's a free agent too.
Curry? Oh, man, that'd be nuts. We almost drafted him. I forget who we drafted instead of him, but he went after the next pick.
Big mistake.
Big mistake. That's when this franchise was completely incompetent with everything that they did. Now they got Leon Rose, who Noah actually knows his son. Which is pretty interesting. Let's see. 2009. That's right.
Yeah, I think he went like 7th.
I think he went 8th, and the Knicks picked like 6 or something. Damn, what a draft. Yeah, Blake Griffin went first. Oh, yeah. The Knicks picked Jordan Hill.
I don't really know
Golden State picked him right before the Knicks. Unless they traded back, I forget what happened. A lot of people in this draft, though.
There's a lot of busts in that draft, too.
A lot of what? Busts? Yeah, 100%.
Johnny Flynn.
Johnny Flynn. Where is that? Hajim to beat.
Yeah, that's a bum.
Tyreek Evans was kind of good. I mean, he didn't do too much. Ricky Rubio, always been pretty solid. DeMar DeRozan. Brandon Jennings. Damn, where is Jennings now? Is he still playing?
I don't remember that fool. I think he was with the Bucks and then went somewhere.
Wait, hold on. I haven't seen Madison Square Garden like this in years. And actually, the last time I saw it like this, I was at one of the games. And it was electric. Next.
It was pretty exciting to watch, actually.
Right?
The crowd going crazy.
Did you see the second one? Did you see last night's game?
Yeah, they were going crazy.
Dude, did you see them chanting like, what's his face's hairline?
Trey's balding or something like that.
Yeah, we gotta watch this real quick. I was actually up in the city right by Madison Square Garden too, on a drive.
I bet it was popping.
What was that?
I bet it was popping up there.
Oh yeah. Oh well, I mean, we left right before the game was over. Like there was like 3 minutes left. I'm listening to it in my ear as I'm driving my client, and I'm like, oh, like we get like a big shot or something, and I'm like trying to contain myself. But we got out of the city as soon as the game, or right before the game was over, and right after that, like the city was like nuts. Dude, listen to that crowd. Hey, we got to take care of business first. So it looks like gold is starting to come up. Like I said before, we were grabbing liquidity down here before heading up. I think this stuff is priced in. I expect numbers to be worse. I know this is saying that they're going to be better than expected. I know last time I took the optimistic stance, but I'm honestly thinking that it might be worse than expected. Previous prelim GDP and then also unemployment claims. So we'll see where that goes. Let's see if GJ is breaking above that resistance. I don't want to take anything until we break this whole order block over here. Once we break resistance over here, we got about 20 pips to play with. I said we're not going to be touching anything on GJ until we break out of this higher time frame range. So let's get a close above 155.830. A support formed right over here, and then price comes right back up. We got 20 pips to play with to get right up to 155, which we've been waiting for. So that's what we're looking for. EJ still kind of ranging in here. Again, this is the same range that GJ was in, or kind of in. So you want to wait for the higher time frame resistance, like 133.400 to break before we come right back up to retest these highs over here. But we are respecting bullish structure, and we had been for quite some time already, since late April. We've been respecting that. So there's really no reason to sell unless we break structure on the higher time frames. So we'll see. But let's keep our eye on gold over here. Let's play basketball since we have nothing going on. Dude, watching this crowd is awesome. It's crazy. They were down by 15.
Taking 7 shots, all 7-3, making 8 3-pointers, and I think more than they did on Sunday night. Hunter again, wide open look. That one comes short, but Donovich the rebound puts it back up again.
D Rose came up pretty clutch in the end.
Oh yeah, D Rose, he's the man. I love D Rose. It's a nice pass. There he is. Ooh.
I can see that one.
He had a couple nice drives, though. That's what I thought that was. Yeah, they started going down. I was getting a little nervous.
One of the things that has impressed me so far is Rose gets to the rim. Barrett drives inside, feeds Taj Gibson. Gibson kicks it out to Burks. Alec Burks, nice pass.
Oh, good pass.
Great pass.
Looking for a lifeline in these tough times?
These commercials are such a buzzkill.
Cryptocurrency.
Quickly down the lane, pass inside to Gibson, turnover. Good defense by Herder, arresting him. Now Herder looking to finish. And Herder throws it down with 9 points. Snell. Stolen by Quickly, ball loose, picked up by Rose. Rose back to Quickly, goes inside for the layup, back shot is good. Quickly previously. And then he had 6 more points in the fourth quarter. Herder drives inside. Herder using his size advantage across the back. He was bumped. No call. Gibson gets it. Rose pushing. Rose ahead to Quickly. Quickly inside. Blocked by Herder. Rebound stopping. Burks comes up with it. His layup is good. The outlet. Trae Young back in. Young. Shot blocked by Gibson. They took Quickly let us down. They're rejecting that shot. Quickly.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Money. Nasty. That's what I was talking about, Tiger.
Yeah, D Rose.
Oh. Get a nice one in game 1, too.
Sets, fires, and delivers. Made 4 dogs from 3-point range. Rose drives again. Off the glass is good. Derrick Rose uses it. Nerlens Noel comes back in. Bogdanovich. Shot well contested, and he still has a mismatch of Burks and Young.
This is Kobe right here.
Derrick Rose, line drive, jumper, skirt. Rose carries this right to Trae Young. And nails it, Trae Young. From just too much improve, especially with Capella. Barrett inside the Rose. Rose layup, blocked by Capella. Here comes Bogdanovich. Now ahead to Trae Young. Young drives, reverse is good. Flashy move.
That was nasty.
He's afraid of birds, but it can't happen. I remember. Steps back and knocks down. Defense has been so impressive. There's another Trae Young for layup off the glass.
Yeah, this is where I was starting to get nervous. Julius couldn't hit a shot.
Nice crossover, drives past.
They were looking like shit.
Sets the screen, Rose drives inside, stops, turns, slivers up and good. Young has the mismatch that he wanted, and wide open, knocks down the shot.
Nasty.
You would think with Randall making the shot, they would try to go.
If you have more than $10,000 in the bank and you don't know this, I guarantee you that you're losing money. Real estate.
How about no? This is where it starts getting pretty fucking interesting.
You stayed up all night watching the game?
No. This is this ended around, I don't know, 10, probably 10. Game started at 7:30.
You go to sleep early, huh?
Well, I was up in the city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I had to drop them off. I didn't get home till 12 o'clock last night. And then but yeah, I was watching it the whole time that my clients were out to dinner, and they came back when there was 3 minutes left. And I'm like, fuck, like here we go. So I had my AirPod in, and I was just like kind of watching, kind of listening to the whole game as we were on our way out of the city. But it was starting to get like down to the wire. I'm like, shit, this is the last thing I need is them coming to the car now. But I was actually happy to leave, so whatever. But
Randall drives on Bogdanovic's feet inside to Gibson. Gibson reverse had it blocked. That's going to be a jump ball. Finds Derrick Rose. Blocked by Capella. Ball deflected back out to Randall.
money.
That's good.
Yeah, I like their jerseys, man.
What's up?
I like their jerseys.
Knicks?
Yeah.
Yeah, black jerseys, definitely. 100%. We need more of that in the NFL.
Later, Gio.
Gio, I'll see you later, buddy. Don't over risk. Yes, sir.
See you, buddy.
Jab step nails the three-pointer. Comes right in. Shot clock at 4. Hard screen set by Gibson. Barrett gets inside.
Barrett is nasty.
Thanks.
Fakes the three.
He was nasty in Kentucky.
Bang.
Kentucky or Duke?
Randall?
No, Barrett.
Oh, Barrett was at Duke.
Duke. Yeah.
Barrett was a beast at Duke, yeah. He went 3rd overall to the Knicks. I remember when he got drafted, he was so happy to be in Nick, and at that point, we didn't have the structure that we have right now. And I'm like, I love it. You know, as a Knicks fan, I'm like, yeah, I'm happy the draft pick is like so happy to be part of the Knicks. But like in the back of my head, I'm like wondering why the hell do you want to be here? Like with the structure that we have right now, it was so incompetent. And they literally switched everything around in 1 year. They hired Leon Rose. They got Tom Thibodeau in there. Julius, like, you know, got back in shape and really fucking stepped up his game. But
yeah.
They got D Rose in there. Like they just put the right structure in there. Good coaches, good coaching staff. Definitely happy with what they're doing right now. And they're playing on house money too right now. Like whatever they do in the playoffs, it's like, all right, awesome. We have the structure for next year, the year after.
Yeah.
Dude, the crowd's going nuts. Crazy. Woo!
That was smooth.
How do you play as the opposite team with this? Dude, Burks is a monster. Money.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Damn. This is the part I couldn't really watch. Basically from this point.
Still 6.5 to play. Capella inside, lays it up and in. His first point. Step back three, Julius Randle shot won't go. Ties Gibson. Offensive rebound. They swing it. Pull out for three. It's good. Bogdanovich gets into the paint, goes all the way to the rim, lays it up and in. See ball way out on Trey Young. Young throws it up for Capella. Again, that connection so. Collins on him. Collins playing with 5 fouls. Rose gets inside and puts it up again.
So nasty.
Stops out the ball. Fakes.
Come on.
Fires three-pointer. Goes across the lane. Stops. Spins. Pass inside. Gets it. Throws it down.
Towns in the crowd.
Yeah, dude, the crowd's insane. Money. Dude, you could give me the choice, Giovanni with this dog. You could give me the choice to be anywhere in the world, like any island, any country, does not matter, and I would choose Madison Square Garden last night, anytime. Like, you honestly just have to experience it. Like, playoff basketball in there is insane. It's
crazy,
way
huh?
different than any other arena.
It's crazy.
What's up?
Is it crazy?
It's nuts. I went back in 2012 with Melo, Tyson Chandler, Raymond Felton, J.R. Smith. Like, when they went to the playoffs in 2012, I went to Game 2 of Boston, and then the next series, Game 2 of Indiana. And both games were insane. I don't know if you guys remember, like, that Iman Shumpert, like, put back jam. You guys remember that? Where, like the ball bounced off the rim, and he just came out of nowhere and just slammed it. Like, I was at that game, and the crowd, like, I've never experienced anything like that. Like, the amount of emotion that's just, like, running through your body. So GJ obviously broke above resistance over here. It looks like we're heading right for 155 over here. We broke right through that resistance. And this is a heavy order block. That's the reason I didn't take this. But right over here, you got to wait for price to break and close above this area. So if you miss this, just like, you know, he was saying with Charlie Munger in that video, you know, you're not going to catch every single trade, but you're not going to miss all of them. Chris. Yeah, man. Legendary. Insane. It's got almost 1 million views. Damn, remember this team? Holy shit. Woo!
When was the last time they were in the playoffs?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Did they win against the Pacers then?
What was that?
Did they win against the Pacers?
They lost that series. I think that series went like 4-2, I think. What is this?
The Pacers had a good team back then.
Oh yeah. This is when Paul George was. Yeah.
That's when they played the Heat. That's when the Heat. The Heat were good at that time.
This is when they had the big three, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 2003 playoffs. So. Yeah, 4-2. And then Miami beat them 4-3. We beat Boston 4-2. That was a great series. I remember I went to game 2 of that.
That was the time that Ray Allen hit that 3-pointer with the Spurs.
Yes.
It was the year.
Yeah, man.
I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I will never forget that moment, bro.
I remember LeBron just basically fumbling that game. Remember the last 2 minutes of that game? LeBron was just like, you know, he turned the ball over, he missed a shot. Like, he was just like, what are you doing? And, you know, Bosch and Ray Allen kind of bailed him out. So we're waiting on GDP. Love shooting the shit with you guys, checking out different stuff. I mean, it doesn't have to always be about trading, and obviously we're waiting on different setups, checking fundamentals, reading articles and stuff, but we can always have a little fun in the morning.
Man, for some reason yesterday, that trade that Roger took, I feel like it was like to show people that he's not faking his account. He
I
wanted
mean,
to
he
prove a
always,
lot of people wrong yesterday.
what was that?
Yesterday, Roger was like, he posted that video of the 21K and he wanted to prove a lot of people wrong.
Probably. I mean, he's got a lot of haters, coming
He's
at him.
never made in one trade 21.
That really?
Has he?
Um,
He's always
you
made
might
like
be right.
$1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 7,000.
But like, yeah, he's had big wins like that. Maybe that was, maybe that was one of those things. What was it on gold, right?
Oh, bro.
Yeah, 25 lot. I mean, he's been saying he was going to up his lot size for quite some time, and I think he went back. Maybe he just wasn't comfortable with it, but it looks like he's increasing his lot size again, which is good.
Happy for him, bro.
Hell yeah.
I would have even traded the whole week.
Hell yeah. I mean, yeah, a lot of people do that. You should be good with that. 21K. Once you reach your percentage goal for the week, it's probably a good idea to just stay out of the market or just risk a lot less or only trade your setup, which you should be doing anyway.
He said he was going to start charging for his live streams.
Yeah, he seems like he's getting tired of it. I mean, I don't know if you guys kind of pick up on that, but he's been kind of taking some live streams off, the writing is kind of on the wall where it's like, all right, I made my money in this market. I've done a lot of good things. He's had one of the best mentorships in the country or in the world, really, with market fluidity. I don't blame him. It's kind of, he's given a lot of free value, done a lot of good for this industry, created a great circle, with a bunch of us of just people just wanting to give back, give value, kind of change the whole mentorship industry as far as like just transparent and doing what we do. You guys know what I'm saying? Instead of just like charging for signals and doing all that shit, or scamming people, all that. It's just like can't be doing that. Just adds a bad name.
Oh yeah, he's definitely brought a lot of value to trading compared to like IMO Academy and all these other things that are just kind of bringing a bad name to Forex and stuff 100%. Like that.
I like James's rule. James says, if you don't have charts on your Instagram, I'm not following you. If it's all like cars and shit.
Yeah.
Tiger, I don't know if you've met James. James went back to the office, so he hasn't been. A couple guys went back to the office. Noah, once kind of COVID relaxed and everything, we haven't had as many on the live streams, which is fine.
Everybody's getting back to work.
Yeah, back in the office. I mean, you see Gio's on travel right now. He hasn't been traveling all year.
And you saw NASDAQ in Miami? Calle.
What happened?
They opened up the NASDAQ in Calle.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Wall Street moved down. Actually, you know what? I would now that the city's opening back up. Dude, I'm telling you, yesterday, weather was beautiful down in Chinatown and Soho, all those areas. It was probably at least double the amount of people walking the streets as I've seen in the past. Like, the city feels like it's like coming back a little bit. This is
people moving to Florida now.
Oh, I know. There's been a mass exodus out of New York, but at the same time, there's a lot of opportunity in New York too, where a lot of these places are doing 3, 4, 5 months rent free if you move in. So a lot of younger people are moving in now, The only thing that has to happen is companies need to go back to at least 50% working from the office, and then you get 50% at home. But unless they do that, the city will never fully come back because most of it's office spaces. So this is normally a nice setup that I like. I just didn't want to take it before, 12 minutes before unemployment comes out. Where this candle created its top wick, very strong bearish candle over here, creates its top wick, and then past the low of this candle right here. Could be coming right back down to this support.
Yeah, I was looking at that one.
Yeah.
And look at the time.
It's a nice setup.
8:15 volume.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Look at that.
Yeah, this is normally a setup I like. Let me see what the spreads are right now. Oh, not bad. Around like 2 pips. I'd just say I'm down 1%. That's probably from that trade I took yesterday. But I made up for that trade. That's weird. Next, I miss having Mellow.
And go to milk.
Yeah. You could be pricing in.
They'll probably have some difficulties there. 1889.
Definitely. 1890.
Yeah.
I was saying last night during that breakdown that I don't want to take any sells on gold unless we break 1890. What's up?
You could have caught like 14 pips off that move.
I know.
That would have been a sweet move for the morning. Oh, that's another thing that kind of fucked with me. I was there trying to get the 100 pips, 70 pips, and I was getting them.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't securing 10 pips.
So yeah, where are you at right now? Obviously, we've been doing the applications and everything, but like, where did you leave off when you kind of took a little break? What was going on?
So yeah, bro, I ended up with a whole bunch of losses at the end because I was trying to trade in that consolidation, and it didn't work out for me then.
Did what Nathan did on gold a month or two ago.
Yeah, and then my account wasn't so big, so I couldn't hold the drawdown.
Yeah.
But the move ended up happening, man. What I predicted. I just wasn't patient.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. But you live, you learn, right?
Yeah, man. I started I need to start getting back into it, like securing 10 pips and just let the runner go, and be happy with 10 pips.
That's the thing. Like
pips, I started thinking about it, like, damn, if I just get 10 pips, but let's say I put a lot size on 10 pips,
yeah,
that's $100. That's
you
good.
see what Rakio does?
$100. Yeah.
Like it works.
It does work.
Obviously, we want to grab the big move with the fundamentals behind it, right? We want to hold these trades, but you want to secure. You should never either go and draw down or, lose a trade after grabbing 10 pips, 15, 20 pips. That should be easily attainable. But it's all about, there was a guy that we listened to the other day. It's all about sticking to those rules of, securing where you need to. Wow, looks like gold retraced right back up. Damn. So it looks like to me, price wanted to tap 1890 real quick. And let's see how this data comes out.
Yep.
This will be interesting if we start heading up from here.
We should head up.
I think the data is going to be bad. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry I was messing up, bro. I was getting too used to getting the big moves and then not securing.
Yeah. And that's what I was going to say before is like, as we're all learning as traders, right? We're all trying to get better. We're all trying to do our thing. Obviously, me as a mentor, I'm learning as well where I'm learning from you guys and, some of your tendencies. So I've seen that a lot of you guys have ended up kind of deviating and doing your own thing, which is cool as long as you guys are sticking to your rules and you're coming up with your own trading plan and realizing what you're comfortable with. But it seems like everyone kind of comes back to that, I need to keep things simple. I need to secure what I need to. I need to stick to my rules. I need to stick to discipline. It always comes back to that. And I've been in the same position. I've, looked for those bigger moves, and I still do. And there's definitely ways you could catch them, but just secure 10 pips and move your stop loss to break even. If it goes, just be able to trust your analysis and let it run. Like that 72 pip trade I got on gold the other day. Like I just let that thing run. I secured and let it go. And that's how you get those big moves. You take your scalps and you turn them into swings. You don't have to hold this long drawdown with a wide stop loss. You can have that tight stop loss and just go risk free. It's not going to happen as often, but you still make the same amount.
Yeah, man, because 90% of the time I was getting 10 pips.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, okay, it's working out. And then boom, it just melts, bro.
Very easy to grab 10 pips and be done for the day.
Especially in gold, man. You get 10 pips fast.
Yeah. Problem is sometimes your stop loss is at least 13, 15 pips, and you want that 1-to-1. And it's easy to get 15 pips on gold too every day. If it's not in a range, wow, look at that.
That rejection.
So on this trade, even if I was in this, I have my stop loss over here, I would have secured the full thing at 1890. Just because I'm so bullish on gold and it's hard for me to be selling gold anyway. Like this one, once we filled this wick last night, I closed the full thing. I didn't leave a runner. Some trades, like, you have to be completely content with what you do on those trades, and you have to live with your decisions. Most of the time, they don't need a runner. You're going to make more on that trade most of the time if you don't even leave that runner and you just close the full thing. Sometimes if you secure 80 and then your stop loss gets hit at break even, you didn't make as much. When there was not a high probability of that trade turning into a runner. So you need to have your targets and you need to execute on your plan. That's it. See, just as I was saying, I think this data is going to come out worse than expected. And we're just grabbing price down here. We're going to be heading up. I'm just looking for my setup at this point. You're going to have probably safe buys above this area over here. 1897. We'll call it 1897. But even safer buys are going to be above resistance right over here after breaking this bearish trend that we've been in. I hate having all these trend lines on here. We're going to lower the opacity on this. This is our higher time frame trend. Now, you could place a very low risk buy stop above this resistance over here. Now, trust me, it's gambling, and you may want to open a different account to trade news. But I like to trade the reaction to the news, so I'll wait for price to break above this area, retest, and then start heading up. But until then, we shall see. Look who it is. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. How about yourself?
Good, good. What's going on?
Nothing much. We're just waiting on unemployment to come out. GDP as well. Showed up just in time.
Oh, perfect.
How's everything going?
Good, good. I reason why I haven't been around too much is I've been working really on a new strategy with US 30.
Okay.
So.
And what is it?
It's based off the 1 minute. And
wow.
what I've noticed is that US 30 with long candles with short wicks, there's a huge probability of continuation. And so I've been getting like around 100 to, my goal is about 100 to 150 pips a day.
Okay.
So
we were just talking about this.
Yeah.
So
that's funny. So yeah, 150 pips a day. We're basically in this consolidation over here on the US 30. We are respecting this bullish trend though. Dude, see, why does this all come back? I've deleted this. That's the one thing I can't stand about trading view. So yeah, ever since breaking the higher time frame support over here, the structure, which got some people nervous. That was on a Wednesday 2 weeks ago. We came up, created a lower high, comes right back down, creates a higher low though, and starts heading up. So I'd be interested to see if price does close above 34,500. To then, if that's the case, we get strong data out of the US, price should retest the highs and continue bullish. This is just a price grab down here. So yeah, Justin, if you want to schedule a Zoom, I've been doing like check-in Zooms on everyone, just to see where everyone's at, see how you guys are doing. Oh, wait a minute. Wow, better than expected, worse than expected on GDP. So this should be mixed signals over here. Close bearish on the previous 30-minute candle over here. But this candle rejected this whole area over here. Price didn't move too much. Let's see if we hold this support. Kind of mixed data count coming out.
Oh, there you go. Latest bottom wick.
There it goes.
Goodbye, gold.
Yeah, I'm thinking safe buys are going to be above 1897. And we could potentially ride this thing up. Safer buys are going to be above 1901. What was that?
Don't you love it when the candles just form their bottom wick nicely?
Oh, yeah. Nice rejection. Nice rejection. So yeah, wait for a price to break out of these levels and break this resistance over here.
Yep.
So Justin, you would you start studying this strategy from?
I was just watching it, and then over time I just noticed that candles with no wick or a very small wick have a huge probability of continuation with not a wide range to the downside. And so kind of my strategy is just to do 5 points per trade with and even sometimes in the morning at 7:30 Mountain Time or 9:30 Pacific, that there's a lot of chance for it to happen whenever the market first opens because of the huge volume push. And I've been noticing it more and more, and I was like, holy smokes. And if there's more than, what is it, two losses in a short time period, then you kind of you don't do anything for an hour, and then it kind of resets itself, and then the win probability goes right back up. But so the downside that I've been having problems with is, where do you set your stops? Because the spread on the US 30 is 2 points or 20 pips, and you're losing it both ways, obviously, if you buy and sell, because if you open a position, you're losing 2 points, and then if you're closing a position, you're losing 2 points. So you're losing 40 pips right off the bat.
Yep.
So that's something that I've been working through and back testing the hell out of to see what makes sense and what isn't something that you have to hold on for a while.
I like it, man. As long as it makes sense to you, and you keep back testing it, and working on your trading plan, and as long as your trading plan you're sticking to it, then see how that data comes out.
Right, yeah. And so that's what I've been working on. But because obviously it's like, trading's a little bit like a casino. The less trades that you make, the higher probability that you have for success.
You're saying the less trades that you less trades you take?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
1,000%.
Yeah. And so I was thinking, I was like, if there was a way to only do like one or two throughout the day, because it's, if you think about it, if you do it on the 1 minute, it's a little bit of a hyper scalp in terms of the time frame and kind of what you're looking for. But it's been pretty good so far, and it's just the risk management portion of it is something that I've had an issue with in terms of where to place stops.
Sure.
Because it's not like gold if you're trading on the 15-minute or something, where you can just do wicks above or stops above or below the previous wick. So
you have the simulator, right?
Yeah, I do.
Nice.
So
test it out on there and see what you get.
Yeah.
Good shit, man. So GJ tapped 155. Finally, we've been waiting for this for I don't know how long, since watching the monthly over here. Looking at the monthly, we've been looking at 155 for quite some time. We finally got it. May 27th. It's interesting. This current monthly candle right now, no bottom wick. But guys, I have to head up to the city right now, so I'm going to let you go. Just wanted that data to come out. Looks like gold is on its way up. So I'm saying wait for price to maybe break above this level over here, close, and get a little wick forming down here and take price right back up. So that's what I'm looking at on gold over here. I may be monitoring that on my phone on my way up there. GJ, I'm normally on a higher time frame. As we're reaching a higher time frame resistance, it's a good opportunity for a sell. But at the same time, all data for GJ and the pound is positive. they're saying that they may be increasing interest rates. So that's very strong. That's why we got this move this morning. And they're also going to lay back on the furlough as well. So just wait for a support to form and price continues up. I don't know if we're going to break above 155 today, but if you get your, basic setup that we always look for after this previous order block was broken, wait for the support to form right over here. We got this high, perfect, and we should be retesting that high maybe today with New York Stock Exchange open. So that's what I'm looking for. Support formed here, and then on gold, waiting for a clean close above this area, little retest, and then take price up. Sound good, boys? And then this one, you want to secure it, and this is a good opportunity for you to maybe leave a runner until tomorrow or maybe even over the weekend, because I do see gold continuing bullish after holding the support and continuing right back up to retest highs. Sound good, boys?
Yeah, I agree.
All right, man. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Looking forward to it. I'll be doing the breakdown later tonight, and I'll see you then.
Take it easy, buddy.
See you, boys. Nice having some of you guys on.
See you later.
See ya.